Leave the past behind. It's easier said than done. But when you really think about it, moving on isn't just about forgetting the past. It's learning from it. Let me tell you a story about a young guy I learned a lot from. Meet George, your typical average high school teenager. Straight A student, self-hate, insecure, non-athletic, oh, and not to mention terrible with girls. Despite George's shortcomings, he was a computer genius. When you break it down, George was the quintessential nerd. His dream was to go to UC Berkeley and become the next Steve Jobs. Another passion that George had was for movies. His interest in movies eventually led him to discover Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold was his idol. He emulated everything about him. There was something that always intrigued George about Arnold and his fellow bodybuilders. The extreme confidence they possessed, the numerous women they always had at their shoulders, the money, fame, and satisfaction that define the boundaries of the human body. While George fantasized about this kind of lifestyle, George knew that it was only that, a fantasy. I mean, look at him. He's pretty much a weenie with severe insecurities. If he really wants to play it safe, he better just stick with his secure plan, become a middle-class Joe like everyone else, and avoid trouble. This is George's bully, Ivan. He's a prototypical douchebag. Most of the time, he bullies George to show off to his friends.
Hey! Super pussy! Ah, bitch!
He makes it his personal mission to humiliate and dominate him any chance he gets. Between you and me, he's probably compensating for something. Getting bullied since elementary school really scarred George's mind, heart, and self-esteem. His personal insecurities, coupled with that of George's constant abuse, further drowned his dreams of becoming anything close to greatness.
Be proud of yourself. Whoever you are, be proud of yourself. Be straight. Walk like you mean it. Don't be all like, well, what is that? Show everyone that you're a man. You know, you're a human being, and you're proud of yourself.
What was it that made jocks so damn popular? What was it that set them apart from everyone else? Whatever it was, Ivan had it made.
What's up, girl?
Being the star football player in high school, Ivan always had a posse surrounding him, as well as any girl he wanted. His football jacket was a constant reminder to how cool he was. George didn't necessarily have the appearance of a popular kid.
You want to try out for the football team. That's funny. Is this some sort of a prank the other kids put you up to?
No, sir. I genuinely want to play the football team. I want to try out.
Look, George. Okay? Nothing personal. Okay, you know I'm looking out for you. But those kids out there, they will destroy you. You're just not built for this sort of sport. Maybe we should think about some other kind of sport. Something less full contact, like golf, swimming. I think that would be a better fit.
But I know that I can do it.
I'm sure you believe that.
Just give me the
But you have to understand
opportunity.
something. I am responsible for the safety of all those students when they're out there on the field. See, I can lose my job if you end up in the hospital, or worse. Cheer up, kid. It's not the end of the world. Football's just not for everyone.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Look, I'll make some calls. All right? I'll call Coach Dixon, swimming coach. Tell him you're coming in for a tryout.
No thanks. I've got to go. Waste your time. I apologize. I'm
Hey!
sorry.
I hope you understand my concern.
Yeah, you're not the only one that doesn't believe in me.
And just like that, George threw away the notion that he could ever become anything great.
I think you know that this is not the first time you've done done to me. She freaking told me, okay? Sheila saw you behind
So
the
who
gym with
are
that
you
girl.
gonna listen to, huh? Who are you gonna listen to?
I'm gonna listen to
Rebecca.
Oh, so you're gonna listen to your friend instead of me?
done this to me.
Another trophy girlfriend of Ivan.
It's ridiculous. You know what? I'm out of here.
Get back
Hey,
over
get off
here.
me!
I am not done talking to you, Ivan. Get your ass back here. You're really just gonna walk away from all of your problems.
George and Rebecca had known each other since freshman year in high school. What a shame that such a sweet girl as her ended up with the likes of him.
Hey, Becca.
Hi, George.
You okay?
Ivan cheated on me again.
Becca, you deserve so much better. Ivan's just a jerk. He's just a douchebag. You deserve someone who loves you, someone who respects you, not just somebody who treats you like you're worthless.
No, he's gonna change one day.
You know, when I'm having a bad day, I like to go to the movies with my friends, and I happen to have an extra ticket if you'd like to go with me.
All right. I'll go.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. The movie's at 6 tomorrow.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Well, I gotta get going to class. I'll see you tomorrow, I guess.
And just like that, George was going on his first official date. He'd finally get a chance to show his true feelings for Rebecca. After a night full of butterflies, his date with Rebecca had finally arrived. He stood at the theater for what seemed like an eternity. Minutes rolled by, and George's insecurities started to kick in. Maybe this whole thing was a joke. What was he thinking, after all?
Rebecca?
Hey. Why are you messing around with my lady, pussy? Yeah, that's right. Talking shit about me that I don't deserve her. Bro, who do you think you are? Huh?
Give me back.
Have you even looked at yourself in the mirror, you four-eyed freak?
What are you doing?
Bro, you couldn't even join the football team. Coach told you to try it out for the team and turn you down. Bro, what were you thinking, huh? He ain't got time for jokes like you. We wouldn't break you in practice. So what made you think that you deserve my lady? Bitch ass win.
Oh my God!
You wanna be Terminator?
Give me back the phone!
Shut up. Alright, pussy, listen up. I don't bully you around for fun. Now it's personal. Back away from my lady.
Something started to burn inside George. A flame had lit that's embers slowly gave rise to inferno.
I'll show you, Ivan. I'll show you, Rebecca. I'll show everybody.
Determined to change his body, George ran all the way from the theaters to the college track field. I suppose this is what all the college athletes do to get fit, he thought to himself. Arnold Schwarzenegger once said, "If you don't have a vision, if you don't have a goal, if you don't see your future laid out in front of you, you're just floating around without a purpose." So he just ran as fast as his legs could take him. Didn't matter how sore he got, George was fed up with being weak, insecure, and unwanted.
I hate my life. I hate the way my life has been going. I gotta find a way to make a change. I have to find a way to make a change.
After letting off all his built-up steam, George decided to go home. Yet again, he failed. What was the point of that? Running up and down the bleachers totally exhausted George, and after a long day, he needed something to take his mind off of things. George's room was his only escape, a safe haven where he could distract himself with his movies, his computer, and his admiration of Arnold Schwarzenegger. How did Arnold, the Terminator, become such a legend? If there was anyone who had answers, it was going to be from him.
I was born into a year of famine. It was 1947 and Austria was occupied by the Allied armies. I became absolutely convinced that I was special and meant for bigger things. Do you know what you want to be? My parents would say. You want to be a mechanic? How about a furniture maker? How about a carpenter? But something else burned inside me. Something burned inside me. I wanted to be different. I was determined to be unique. I want to be a bodybuilding champion.
George was tired of being insecure with his physique, and he was tired of being weak and unappreciated. No matter what it took, George was determined to make a difference in his life.
Waiting at the bus stop, I told a girl who was a couple of years older, I'm going to go to America. And she just looked at me kind of weird and said, yeah, sure, Arnold.
I said to myself, okay, Arnold, here's the goal, and whatever it takes to get there, I will do.
Now, of course, people ask me all the time. They say to me, what is the secret to success? The first rule is trust yourself. But what is most important is that you have to dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Not what, but who. And I'm talking about not what your parents and teachers want you to be, but you. I'm talking about figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy, no matter how crazy it may sound to the people. So rule number one is, of course, trust yourself no matter what anyone else thinks. And of course, rule number two is break the rules. We have so many rules in life about everything. I say break the rules, not the law, but break the rules. It is impossible to be a maverick or a true original if you're too well behaved and don't want to break the rules. You have to think outside the box. That's what I believe after all. What is the point of being on this earth if all you want to do is be liked by everyone and avoid trouble? The only way that I ever got any place was by breaking some of the rules. Which of course brings me to rule number three. Don't be afraid to fail. Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail. You can't always win, but don't be afraid of making decisions. You can't be paralyzed by fear of failure, or you will never push yourself. You keep pushing because you believe in yourself and in your vision. And you know that it is the right thing to do, and success will come. So don't be afraid to fail. Which brings me to rule number 4, which is don't listen to the naysayers. I mean, how many times have you heard that you can't do this and you can't do that and it's never been done before? As a matter of fact, I love it when someone says that no one has ever done this before, because then when I do it, that means that I'm the first one that has done it. So pay no attention to the people that say it can't be done. I always listen to myself and said, yes, you can. And that brings me to rule number 5, which is the most important rule of all. Work your butt off. Now, I've always believed leaving no stone unturned. Muhammad Ali, one of my great heroes, had a great line in the 70s when he was asked, how many sit-ups do you do? He said, I don't count my sit-ups. I only start counting when it starts hurting. When I feel pain, that's when I start counting, because that's when it really counts. That's what makes you a champion. That's the way it is with everything. No pain, no gain. And let me tell you, it is important to have fun in life, of course. But when you're out there partying, horsing around, someone out there at the same time is working hard. Someone is getting smarter and someone is winning. Just remember that. But if you want to win, there's absolutely no way around hard work. None of my rules, by the way, of success will work unless you do. I've always figured out that there's 24 hours a day. You sleep 6 hours. And you have 18 hours left. Now, I know there's some of you out there now and says, well, wait a minute, I sleep 8 hours or 9 hours. Well, then just sleep faster, I would recommend. Just remember, you can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in the pocket. And that takes me to rule number 6.
To lead a truly full life, you must leave the world a better place than you found it. We must serve a cause that is greater than ourselves. Tear down that mirror that makes you always look at yourself. And you will see the millions and millions of people that need your help. Don't just take. Give something back.
Not my fault.
I told you to get it checked.
Oh, whatever. What do you want me to do? Huh? Fix the car? You think do I look like a mechanic? Do I look like a mechanic? Is that what you think I am?
Isn't that what you do?
Oh, now you're being really funny, huh? Well, you know what? I am sick and tired of you and the stupid baby that you're carrying it.
Who the hell do you think you are? What do you think you're doing? I think I'm leaving, Ivan.
No, please. Come on, babe, please. I didn't mean to hurt you. Come on. Fine. Go. Get out of here. Yeah, you were hot in high school, but you ain't nothing but a fat, pregnant bitch. Love you, man. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Damn. Screw that bitch.
There, sir?
No, bro. I'm cool. Just waiting for the mechanic to come over. Okay. Bro, you look familiar.
Yeah?
Do I know you?
No. I don't think we ever knew each other. Have a good day.
Who this guy thinks he is?
Everybody says they want to change. When they're overweight, they want to change. When their grades are low, they want to change. Or when they hate their lives, they want to change. But it's just talk and nothing ever happens. George chose to break the standard. The road that he chose was not easy. Sometimes you lose hope, but keep remembering what Arnold Schwarzenegger said. If you do not see it, and if you do not believe it, who else will? That kept George moving forward, and it definitely paid off. It wasn't about getting fit that changed George, but through overcoming his insecurities and pushing through difficulty that his confidence and outlook on life brought him extreme success. No matter where you come from and where you've been, always remember that the world is your stage and you direct your own future.
When you feel you're alone, cut off from this cruel world, your instincts telling you to run. Listen to your heart, those angel voices. They'll say to you, they'll be your guide back home when life leaves us blind. Love keeps us kind. It keeps us kind. When you suffered enough and your spirit is breaking, you're growing down.